Welcome to the Everyone Can Plan channel, where you can learn about maximizing your financial plan, increase your savings, and start meeting your goals. This video will discuss the issues with popular budgeting apps and some better alternatives. There are many apps available for budgeting your personal finances. Some are free, some are not. Some offer more than budgeting, such as banking, trading, advisory services, insurance, and financial planning. There are a few reasons why many people use these apps. One, they can get a consolidated view of all their accounts: savings, checking, credit cards, mortgage, and investments. Second, they can view a summarized view of transactions into budget categories. If you are considering using any of these popular budgeting apps, you need to investigate and ask a few questions. The basis for consolidating accounts with these apps is that they require your ID and passwords for your most important accounts that hold your money. How secure is it? What if they're hacked? Nobody is immune from hacking, including them. What are they liable for if your ID and passwords are exposed? Do they offer FDIC coverage for your accounts? One of these offers just $100 maximum liability, believe it or not. So what happens with your data in general? Are they selling this to third parties? The terms and conditions will tell all. To avoid having to provide your ID and passwords to another company, I suggest you consider merging as many accounts into a single financial institution. Fidelity, Schwab, and Vanguard are excellent companies to consider, and there is not a commercial endorsement from me. The challenge when summarizing transactions is that it does a poor job of guessing some of the businesses. As an example, let's look at some easy categorizations. You shop at Gap, most likely it's going to be clothing is the category. You shop at Albertson, most likely the budget category will be food. Let's look at some hard ones. Let's say you go to 7-Eleven. Are you going there for gas or food? These budgeting apps don't know, and so they have to pick one of these. Let's say you go to Target. Is it clothing you bought, food, electronics, household? Maybe it's a combination, but the transaction only comes as a single number, and it assigns it to a single budget category. So the problem is with the summarized transactions, it's not always that accurate. An excellent option to consider is Seed. It offers budgeting, and budgeting is only a view of your current year finances, but it also provides a long-term financial plan. Your data is secure. You don't need to provide any passwords or IDs from your financial accounts. It only takes a few minutes to use, and it also helps estimate your budget. A safe source to assist your budgeting is your bank and credit card company. Almost all banks and credit card companies will show you summaries of spending by categories. You don't need to use a service like Mint or Personal Capital, but you just sign on to these accounts and you'll see this information. You can view a typical month and see what we spend on food, including groceries, takeout, and dining. You might be using multiple credit cards and perhaps using direct payments from your bank. You don't have to do this often, just maybe once or twice yearly to verify and understand your spending. Within the Seed app, there are a number of ways to track and manage your budget. The first is to use the automated expense estimator, which is used in the onboarding process. It starts with disposable income. It applies an average household spending by country, and you can adjust if you already know your monthly or annual expenses. In addition, Seed has an expense journal. This is found in the calculator section. It can manually track expenses. You can use it for a month or so. Instead of using pen or paper, you can manually add these and then compare that to the actual expenses in your plan. For simplification, expenses are organized into categories. You may already have a budget and categories for spending. Perhaps you viewed other budgeting apps or online tools, and you'll notice that there are some differences in how the categories are defined. The expense categories that are used in the Seed app follow international standards called SNA 93. One bright note is that you don't have to track your taxes in Seed, as the app estimates these automatically. So let's recap. There are a wide selection of budgeting apps available, and many of them provide key needs of consolidating view of accounts, summarizing transactions to categories. However, you need to be aware of sharing your passwords to other companies, and many don't offer any liability to your most important accounts if it is exposed. Consider merging separate accounts today into a single financial institution if you can. Consolidated transactions on various reporting is sometimes inaccurate. Seed app offers some good options. It estimates a budget. There's an expense journal for manual verification. It's secure, and it provides a long-term financial plan. You can get the Seed app from the Apple or Google Play stores. It is a fraction of the cost of hiring a certified financial planner. You can also get a 7-day free trial with the annual subscription. The app is available in the following 23 countries and 14 languages. If you're in need of more financial planning help, there's a companion book to the app available in digital format only and in US English. Links can be found in the About tab of the YouTube channel. Please hit the subscribe button to get notified of the latest videos to help you on your financial plan. To subscribe is free. Check out the other videos, and thank you so much.